Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Getting off to a little late start today. Had to drop the little man off for school, but we are hooked up to the chemical trailer, so that means we are going to spray today. And Dad and PA actually planted cotton yesterday afternoon late, so the planter is working great, which is good. We are planting cotton, which is good, exciting. So we're going to be getting the trailer up there with the chemical, the rogator, and we're going to be putting out some 28005, what I was putting out on the corn. And the reason for that, normally I do ammonium nitrate with airplane, but I had some left in my tanker, and it's enough to do the farm we're going up there to now, called the gravel pit. So anyway, we will be putting out liquid fertilizer, and then we'll be coming right behind the liquid fertilizer and we'll be putting out herbicide. So that is the plan. It's going to be some drone footage in there today. I'm going to try to get the cotton planter, get some footage of it with the drone, and I'll also get me spraying with the drone. But it's going to be a good video, so y'all stick around, wait to the end. I think that's when all the drone footage will be, but it's going to be a great day. And we're gonna get a lot done, so y'all come along with us and see what we can do. First thing on the list is I've got to load my chemical trailer. I got a lot of chemical on here that I do not need for cotton, so let's get this thing loaded and then let's get out of here. Well, as you can tell, we're getting a little full in here. A little bit on the crowded side. What's bad is our warehouse out there on the other side of the lot is just as crowded. But all this will start disappearing real quick. A lot of it's soybean seed and a lot of chemical, but it'll start disappearing. Alright, that took a lot longer than I thought, but we are loaded up and we're about to get on the road, and I'm gonna jump in my sprayer and we're gonna head to the gravel pit. What we're gonna be putting out on the cotton this year is Caparol, that's gonna take care of any annual grasses or broadleaves. It's a pre-emerge, so it's going to take care of anything that's trying to come up after I spray down in the ground. We're throwing in some tombstone. Normally we don't have to do this, but I'm putting it in because Dad and them were out here yesterday afternoon. He said there's grasshoppers all out in the field, and what those grasshoppers will do, they'll wait for that cotton to come up, and when it hits that cotyledon, 2 leaves pop out. Those grasshoppers will tear them up. They'll eat both of those cotyledon leaves, so take care of those. And the last thing we're putting in is Roundup Power Max 3. So Caparol, Tombstone, and Roundup, and we're adding one more little thing back there, but keep that a secret. So we'll be putting out the herbicides first, and when I get done putting out the herbicides on this farm, then I'll turn around, like I said, and I'll put out that 28005, putting 20 pounds of N out on that, so that shouldn't take long. But 2 passes, 1 herbicide, 2nd pass, fertilizer. Get after it. In the last video, if you watched it, I was unhooking some tractors and getting them hooked up to different implements and stuff, and I left the 475 Case IH speed tiller. Anyway, I left this hooked up to the 340, and the reason is because we ended up buying it. This was a demo plow that was barely used, and they made a really good price on it. Terry did at H&R AgriPower. He made us a heck of a deal on it, and anyway, we slept on it for 2 nights, and we just couldn't pass it up because we liked it that much. We went back and looked at all the land that we had ran it over, and anyway, evaluated how it did and all that. And like I said, we thought on it for 2 days, but we knew we were going to buy one eventually. It just did that great a job that we knew we were going to have one on our farm eventually, and ended up they made a really good price on this one versus a brand new one, and it's hardly been used at all. So we bought it. So this is ours now, so y'all will get to see it run in the next videos. As soon as the land dries out a little bit, we will be running the heck out of this thing. But I think it's going to be a good plow. His new home is at R Farms now, so we're glad to have it, and thanks for H&R again making us a great deal on this. And anyway, y'all get to see it run. So alright, enough of that. Back up here at the gravel pit. PA is off in the distance, way over there. Probably can't see him, but he's finished 3 fields. He's moving on to the 4th one, so I'll be able to get some spraying done. Might be able to run my tank out. I don't know, it's gonna be close. But I thought I'd walk out here and check on his planting, see how deep the seed are, etc., etc. But this is why I can't go in front of the planter, because see, all the dirt is removed right here. It is scratched that wide. That's wider than 6 inches, but anyway, all that would be disturbed, and weeds and grass could come right through that soil. So that's why I'm coming behind him. Alright, let's look for some cotton seed and see how deep he's planting. There it is. There it is. Perfect. It's like about a half inch deep, and it's got good moisture under the ground, so that cotton seed ought to pop up. Planting a new variety of cotton this year. I've never planted it before. I think it's a fairly new variety. I think it was out last year, but Phytogen 400 is what this whole farm's going to be. I planted Phytogen 444 a lot in the year, throughout the years, and it's done very well. But I haven't planted any other Phytogen variety, so hopefully this one will do really good, because this farm did absolutely terrible last year. It averaged like 460 pounds, didn't even pick a bale to the acre. So we're gonna try a new variety down here, and let me show you this dirt. Let me show you how sandy it is. That's some sandy dirt. Probably why it's a gravel pit. Okay. Hopefully it's going to do better than last year. That's why we're trying a different variety. It was Delta Pine 1646 last year. So we're going to try some Phytogen 444. Not 440. Phytogen 400. So hopefully it's gonna do good. We're gonna really watch it this year. We're gonna do tissue samples, and we're gonna keep our eyes on it. So with that being done, let's go let's hop in that sprayer right there and let's go get something done. Got to get all my screens set on where we're spraying, the correct field, and what we're spraying. And this one right here, this is working my spray. Got a gravel pit, first spray. So that's mapping where I spray and controlling all the spray. Got my Trimble system right here. That's just doing the GPS, the guidance. We're running RTK off of the cell tower service. It's supposed to be 1/2 inch accuracy, which is a little much for a sprayer, but why not? This just controls my rogator stuff, engine, boom height, pump, stuff like that. And this one's pretty important. This is a climate view. It records everything I've sprayed, what chemicals I used, and it all syncs up with our planting and harvest monitoring. Everything is all done on the climate view on the iPads. There I am. Select field. We're in gravel pit 3. Yes. Cotton. First spray. Putting out. Alright, there we go. We're ready to spray. PA is in the last field. You can see him behind me. God, I don't know who's shooting on the other side of this field, but somebody is shooting guns like crazy. I'm like, hello? Hello? Anyway, what I was saying is somebody's shooting guns on the other side of those trees right there, and kind of worried where those bullets are going because they're shooting a lot. So anyway, I'm caught up. Gosh. I'm gonna get my truck. Anyway, I'm caught up spraying, so I'm gonna head back toward the shop in the valley and see if I can help Dad out doing some other stuff. But anybody else allergies bothering them really bad right now? Because mine are really bad. When this ryegrass right here starts seeding out, whew, my allergies kick in big time. I can't hardly breathe. God, like 10 shots in a row. Anyway, it's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, and we'll be back after it tomorrow. See ya.